Good afternoon and welcome to Omnibros Live. My name is Omnidog. I'll be your host till the rest of these guys show up. I seem to be the only one that wears a watch still, so I can still tell what time it is. It's noon. Time to get the show started. Okay. Well, here I am. Greetings to the chat. Let's see who we have in the chat so far. There's always Jesse Say What, first of all. T2 Fallen, Joe Chip, Mr. Awesome. Thank you guys for showing up. We have a lot of news today. And I have my cup of coffee. So I'm ready to go. So let's go. I don't know what the news is. So I'm waiting for these dopes to sign on and give me the news. So how about I answer some questions? Today's topic, collector shaming in the omnibus community. Thank you. There's Ice Flea Eater. Hello, Ice Flea Eater. Yeah, the chat wears a watch. They know what time. Oh, David, yeah, let's highlight that comment. That's so nice of you. The only Omnibro that counts. Thank you. Oh, here's Geo. So I'll have to hide that comment so he doesn't see it.
Too late. I'm here.
What's up, bro?
So, doing pretty well. Happy to be here. Sorry that I'm late for 1 minute, but
you're 2 minutes late.
2 minutes late. All right.
Yeah. Good morning to Make Havoc, Philip Evans. Thank you.
Morning to y'all.
And well, we've got 34 people in the chat, so it's probably enough time for me. And there's Hayden McGee from Scotland. Oh, buddy, thank you for tuning in. It's a great thing you're doing for us. I should do the ISP thing in a Scottish brogue. I won't, though. We'll talk about StockTrades.com, our fantastic sponsor, who is having a sale right now with the code GetOnTheLoveOmniBus. Gets you 3% off until like midnight tonight or 11:59 or whatever p.m. In StockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts added 2% to that. The Omnibroslive code is in effect for today. It was a 3-day weekend, 3 days? Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we appreciate that Omnibroslive code. If you order $50 or more in the United States, you get free shipping. You should see the size of the order I made, and I got free shipping on it. This is the biggest order I've made in a long time. This is 2016, Jess. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, free shipping. Yeah, free shipping's awesome because otherwise it would have been like $50 shipping all those books. Fabulous customer service. She's the best. Fabulous packaging. That's in StockTrades.com.
Nice.
There we go. So there's Michael Lombardo. Gabe Infinity Watch. He's potty training. Oh, okay. One of his kids is going through potty training. Okay, that's fair. What's Lou's excuse? What's he, barbecuing or something?
Probably barbecuing.
MPA, hello to you. And Joe Chip wants a full show with Omnidog speaking with a Scottish accent. Joe Chip, are you sure that's what you want, lad?
Wow. Can you do it for a full hour?
I doubt it. It would break apart after a couple of minutes, probably. I can do it. I can do that. Irish, certain sections of Britain, and of course, India, I can do.
Wow. I didn't know that about you. That's
wow. Awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
But the Indian one's kind of racist, so I don't really do it very often. Because I'm just sounding like a poo from The Simpsons. So.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have news, but do you have news, or was it Lou and Gabe that had it.
The two of them got a bunch of news. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about. We can talk about the bat suit.
Okay. No, I am not back on painkillers while ordering ISD. I did it completely sober, so it's just a lot of books that I had wanted for a long time.
Now was the time.
And it was just time. I have no idea where I'm going to put them. I cleared off one small Billy shelf, and that's not going to fit. I mean, I think I got 2 Omnis, that Miles Morales Omni and the Ultimates Omni. Did I save room for that Ultimates? Yeah, I think I did.
Did you have the previous Ultimate stuff, like the trade paperbacks and stuff?
Yeah, that was one of the first things I ever read. I went to Third Eye Comics. Gosh, I feel like it was 2012 or 14. And I said, okay, it's time for me to get into Marvel. What do you guys recommend? I pulled the complete collections of Ultimates, Iron Fist, Uncanny X-Force, New X-Men, and Astonishing X-Men. And I walked out with a big bundle of books, and I loved every single one of them. Those guys at Third Eye, Steve is so great there. He knows exactly what to recommend to customers. I wish that everybody could go to Third Eye Comics.
Nice.
Yeah, Birds of Prey. Lou has thoughts on why Birds of Prey did not do well. I saw it and loved it, and I think Gio loved it too.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. But people like it's an 80 something $80 million movie, and for it to make the profit that it's making, like, yeah, technically it's not doing as well, but it already made its money, so I don't mind. There are other movies that failed spectacularly.
I think the real issue is that China is shut down.
Yeah.
You've got 3 billion people shut down there, effectively cut off from the rest of the world. And that was a huge part of the box office. But I, for one, never buy DVDs. I'm not like, I know you guys all buy them. I rarely buy them, but that is a book. I want the steelbook of that when it comes out. I liked it so much.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a steelbook.
I don't agree with this, John Castile. People are saying that BOP is too woke. I don't agree with that at all. It's just It's just women actors acting. It's no different than Little Women, except Little Women didn't carry a bazooka of beanbags into a police station, which was the best scene ever.
and there's no there's no moral message on purpose. It's just a story about these characters having fun, kicking ass. There's a story to tell about the Gotham underground world. Yeah. I don't understand this fascination that there's an all-female cast. It must be because of this. Like, sometimes you tell a cool ass story. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care that there's women in it. There's and that there was a female director and a female producer and a female writer. Fine.
Yeah.
They're 50% of the population. Who cares? It was a good movie and I enjoyed it. And I don't care that it was directed by women and acted by women. All I want to do is be entertained.
Exactly. Did you see that they did, and I'm going off topic, sorry, that they made a Fantasy Island reboot?
I saw the preview of that before Harley Quinn.
I don't know what you think, but I thought it was terrible looking.
It didn't look good to me.
And I've seen some reviews already on YouTube, and people are just hating on it. I'm like, oh boy.
The stunt scenes were awesome, and I don't care what Margot Robbie said before the movie. If she said, I want this to be a female-centric movie, fine.
Yeah.
There's tons of the whole history of the movie industry has been men. Men. I'm sick of men. Men are icky. I don't even want to look at men. I want to look at Margot Robbie kicking ass. And she did. They all kicked ass. Except for Cassandra Cain. She just picked pockets.
Yeah, and she's young. So
yeah, but she was great.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian, thank you.
But the movie's good, so just watch it. I mean, if you can't watch it now, that's okay. But it's a good movie, which is the thing that sucks about this. Because if it were a bad movie and it bombs, okay, that makes sense. But it's a fun movie. You know, it has good reviews and people like it. So
yeah, it got an excellent review in the Washington Post, and the Washington Post is hard on movies.
There you go.
It's 12:11. Time for Comics Guide 101 to show up.
Woohoo!
You millennial, you don't have a watch? You know what time it is?
I'm on Spanish people time.
Forget that. Gio was like only 2 minutes late. Don't give me that Spanish people thing. That's like when Omar said that English is still his second language. I barely remember the Spanish.
That doesn't apply anymore to Omar.
No.
What's going on, guys? What are we talking about?
We were talking about Birds of Prey and why we liked it and why we think it's not an issue that Margot Robbie said she wanted this to be a female-centric movie.
Oh.
It has a female writer, director, producer, cast. I mean, they are 50% of the population. Get over it.
It's not a big deal. It isn't a big deal. I still haven't seen it, mainly because I'm on such a tight budget as far as my things right now. I'm really digging into my finances, but I plan to see it. I plan to eventually see it.
I will send you $10 to go see this movie. If you $10 to see it and not spend it all on alcohol and drugs like you would. It's like giving money to a homeless person. I'm giving you this money. You promise you're not going to the liquor store?
I can promise that. No, bro, I plan to go see it. I'll probably end up donating blood and doing the movie ticket thing. It's no big deal.
That sounds like I get it, but it sounds like a horror movie. I'm just going to donate blood and watch the movie.
I've done it so many times, man. It's not a big deal anymore.
Now, we do have news about Birds of Prey. They changed the title. I wasn't aware of this. What did they change it to?
Yeah, actually, Gio might have. Gio, do you have it or?
I got nothing.
Yeah, we're clueless on the news.
No, it's cool. It's fine. Hold on. Give me. Stop.
I know they changed it and then they changed it back to the original again. That's what I read.
So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys, especially a lot about Birds of Prey, mainly because I'm a dork and I find box office numbers and stuff like that really fascinating.
You're a dork.
So thank you, sir. We talked about this last week very briefly, and I said that Sonic was gonna crush Birds of Prey, and lo and behold, that's what ended up happening. Currently, if you let me pull it up.
Hayden McGee says it's called Harley Quinn Birds of Prey.
Yes, they ended up changing the name. I think it's just more marketing. Because let's face facts, the emancipation of Harley Quinn and something Birds of Prey. 1, too long of a name. Yeah. 2, fucking terrible name. They really shouldn't have ran with that. And 3, most audiences, they know Harley Quinn, like the general populace. Like my mom and my stepfather and stuff like that. They'll know Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. But if you've got that long ass name, that's going to be like, what is this? Personally, I feel they should have probably gone with Harley Quinn, a Suicide Squad story, because then you tie it into that Suicide Squad thing and people will recognize it more.
Yeah, but I just think people didn't like Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad crushed it at the box office.
That's true. It did well.
Yeah, the reviewers didn't like Suicide Squad. The general populace fucking loved Suicide Squad, and it did really well at the box office.
I'm in the minority that I liked the movie. I know it has a ton of problems, and I'm not debating any of that, but I liked it. So yeah, that's true.
I was entertained by it.
Yep.
So I don't hate it like everybody else hates it. Mm-hmm. I did not like Jared Leto. I thought he was awful in it. But I think he dragged the movie down himself.
So, just for context, Sonic the Hedgehog is expected to gross in $68 million this weekend, closer to $70 million after the 3-day weekend, and that's without China. That needs to be said because China is a huge market right now but unfortunately because of the coronavirus and everything that's going on over there, that is shut down. So there is no denying that this affected Birds of Prey, this affected Sonic, this affected a lot of films. Sonic was still charting for $40 million this weekend, and it blew past that. It surpassed all expectations. It's gotten great reviews, and it's making a shit ton of money. And Birds of Prey, I think the number, hold on. I think the number was closer to about 66 million this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Total or for the weekend?
Total.
Ooh.
For its 11-day run, it's looking at 66 million. Again, China is not into account right now because movie theaters are closed in China. But I think that's what it said. It was like 66 million in that ballpark, which not necessarily good, and it's definitely not what
But I read that it already passed the 100 million. It said like 150.
With what?
I didn't see that.
Other
Where is
international sales? China's not the only country out there.
Where is that?
Box Office Mojo. Check there. Because I think I read that it was at like 140 something.
Cool.
John Steele is saying Birds of Prey has made 160 million worldwide.
Worldwide, correct. I'm wrong on that. Worldwide, it's made 145 million, which is still domestically 61 million. That's where I'm getting that number from. It's still underperformed. I'm willing to bet for what they wanted. It still has not necessarily broken even, but it's getting there.
You know who's not underperforming? Omnibroslive with a big super chat from Pigbeard. Thanks, Pigbeard. Long time watcher. About time I contribute something for all the info and entertainment you guys give us. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Pigbeard.
Thank you, Pigbeard. And if you got any questions, go ahead and ask them. We'll answer them.
Thank you.
Sort of.
Now, if you don't mind, can you highlight me? I've got a chart. This is Charting with Dan, who the guy's like a guru for this box office stuff. Let's see. How do I pull up my screen on this?
Share screen at the bottom.
Share screen.
The little monitor icon.
Because I really wanted to talk about this because there's a lot of misinformation. How do I do this? Share audio, Chrome tab. What do I do?
Share screen and then
screen.
throw what you want to highlight.
Yeah, click on application window and then share.
Cool, this is the first time doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I there? Is it showing?
I'm going to add it there.
There it is.
There you go.
Cool. So if you look at the opening weekend demographic, Suicide Squad was 54% male, 46% female, 28% of the audience is under 18. Suicide Squad was a PG-13 film. And just for comparison's sake, because it's another rated R film, you have Joker, which was 64% male, 36% female, and 68% of the audience is over 25. Birds of Prey is a rated R film, and it 3% male, 47% female. So that whole stigma of like, oh, you know, men won't show up to this film and all this, that really kind of doesn't apply. What is the big differentiator here is 14% of the audience is under 18. The rated R hurt this film. The R rating really hurt this film.
What about Deadpool? That it didn't hurt Deadpool.
It didn't hurt Deadpool, which is really interesting because Deadpool dropped at the same time. So the question is, what is the differentiator between Deadpool and Suicide Squad and Joker? I think the big thing is that Suicide Squad, maybe Harley Quinn is a universal character, where I think Deadpool is more geared towards adults. So you've got teenagers, you've got teeny boppers and stuff like that, who they will go see Harley Quinn because they know her from the cartoons and stuff like that.
Wow.
Where Deadpool really was never a cartoon. He was never really in the animated series. Yes, he's had a few appearances and he's got huge internet acclaim. Yeah. But there's also the Will Smith factor. I think Will Smith puts butts in seats. Yes, he still puts butts in seats. And you've got a film with the Joker. You've got Jared Leto. You've got Will Smith. This was Jared Leto also coming hot off of his Oscar win for Dallas Buyers Club. So there's a whole bunch of different factors that to play into this. But the biggest thing I think is that R rating. That R rating isn't a universal thing where if you stick an R rating on a film, it's going to go ahead and do really well. And I think that's what's hurting this a lot, not to mention the Chinese market. Of course, this was only the first week. We'd have to take a look and see how this week plays out. But I did find that interesting.
Nice.
Just as kind of another chart over here.
Oh, look at you nerding out. This is great.
I love this shit, dude. I'm a dork for this type of stuff. You can see that the worst films, Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, the critically bombed films, they made the most money. But you've got films like Aquaman, Shazam, and Birds of Prey during their opening weekend that the number is declining, actually. So opening weekend sales for these films are not doing what the other films were doing. And maybe that's because of the fact that you had Superman, Batman, Justice League. Those were marketable names versus Shazam, Aquaman, which not dogging Aquaman because that ended up going to gross over $1 billion at the box office.
Non-believers.
Yeah, it ended up crushing the box office, and it actually started pretty low opening weekend. So what this tells me is Birds of Prey can still crush it at the box office. It can still have legs, but the thing is, it's missing the Chinese demographic. It's missing a whole bunch of other countries that are still closed down because of the fact that of the coronavirus, which is terrible, absolutely horrible. But this whole online trend of, we won because men's SJW and all that other crap, it really doesn't hold up. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It's really, you have to be real careful with who you trust and what you see online, because if you look on their videos and they're all saying, oh, it's SJW this, or it's because they hate men or something like that, chances are their views are going to be skewed. I really recommend you check this video out. It's called Birds of Prey, What Happened with Charting with Dan. He's fantastic. He does all the numbers for this type of stuff. And he really breaks down what he thinks actually happened, and it's very good. You could believe what you want, but the numbers are really there. So there's that.
Question.
Yes.
When are these films expected to show up in China?
There's no date yet. The virus has just wrecked the country, man. Am I sharing my screen?
Yeah. Do you want us to keep sharing it?
No, I'm done.
Okay, I thought you were done. I'm
done. Stop screen?
I did it. It's all right.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm done with that. So, but I found that all absolutely fascinating, and I really think it's a combination of two things.
What up?
Hey, Gabe. China and the R rating are the biggest things.
So it still has a chance to do well.
Oh, 100%.
In the long run.
Oh,
also, I think we all agree that Lou needs to do a movie channel, because that's your forte. Lou, I think he would do great with a movie channel.
Oh, are you talking about Birds of Prey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Put that geekiness to work.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, we're on the Omnidog show. This is awesome.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, sorry I'm late. Taking care of family stuff.
Yeah, what's worse, wrong logo or really late?
Wrong logo.
I didn't even notice. That's awesome.
I always forget to change it.
You watch two shows at the same time. Don't worry about it.
I still think Jess is logging into a different account than we are.
No, I'm not. I for some reason don't get Twitch. I get Facebook and Facebook's the only extra thing I get.
So what's up with the Birds of Prey? Did you guys all see it?
Yeah, we already talked about it.
Oh, okay. I saw it last night.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
With your wife? Oh, what is wrong with you?
I expected that.
Yeah, he doesn't like something.
You didn't like Birds of Prey, huh? I still haven't seen.
No, man, I fell asleep.
Wow, this was your Captain Marvel.
I don't know about that. Captain Marvel was at least made some money. No, it's just it was fun, but it was just all over the place. It was all just like flashbacks and flash forwards and flash sideways, and it wasn't very linearly told. I don't know. And the woman that plays Huntress, no, I'm good.
Oh, Gio's crush.
Good, happy for him.
Okay.
I wish I could feel better about it.
Thank you. Thank you for your opinion. I'll be taking you off the stream now.
All right, cool.
In your opinion, do you think
Sonic?
In your opinion, do you think the film needed the R rating, or do you think it could have done PG-13 and just been fine?
I didn't. I never even knew it was R rated. Like there was nothing.
I actually didn't.
Like nothing in it I saw was like, oh, this is R. Like there's no nudity. There was maybe your more than average F-bombs.
Mm-hmm.
The violence wasn't that over the top. That was actually the only parts I did like. The fight scenes were pretty well done, were pretty well choreographed and stuff like that. The music was cool, but I didn't see where the R-rated came from. I did not see it. Maybe they were just trying to, I don't know, it's just speculation. Maybe because Joker did so well with the R rating, some of these Hollywood execs just go, oh, because it was R-rated. R-rated movies make money, like Deadpool. And it wasn't, no. I think there was like 8 people in the theater. And
I'm going to go see it again for that very reason, because I hate people.
Yeah.
We have assigned seating, right? You got those assigned seating tickets at these theaters. And we walk in, there's like nobody there. I'm just going to sit where the hell I want. I'm not going to sit in my assigned seat. There's nobody in here.
Nice.
Suicide Squad wasn't released in China. I didn't know that, which makes its box office even more impressive.
I didn't know that.
Why? I didn't know that either.
What?
Really? Yeah, it makes its box office even more impressive when you consider that. At PG-13, man.
Wow.
So what other news do we have? We've got a lot of news.
There's a ton of news now.
Was that our first news topic? Was Brady not doing well? Oh, I'm sorry, Harley Quinn, whatever they changed the name to now.
Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
So is it called Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, The Emancipation of Harley Quinn? Is Harley
Quinn the Emancipation of Cassandra Cain now.
Yeah.
No, it's just Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
They dropped the Emancipation thing, which really they should have done from the beginning.
And Lou, you gotta see it for that sandwich. That's the greatest looking sandwich I've ever seen.
That was
no, you gotta see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I'll say my part. You gotta see it for the 1980s just scene. I think you know what I'm talking about.
The 1980s.
Oh, the warehouse.
At the warehouse
with the police stuff.
With the police evidence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I saw that and immediately thought of Jess. It's not a spoiler. There's a cocaine.
That's in the trailer. That's in the trailer.
It's in the trailer? Okay.
Yeah.
There's a cocaine bit. Yeah.
That sandwich is the sexiest thing in that movie. Like to earn an R rated because I
don't disagree. That sandwich was the MVP of that movie.
I'm watching and I'm like,
it just says how good the movie is. That the breakfast sandwich is the main part of it.
I've seen the clip with the sandwich. I think I can make it. It doesn't seem like it's that bad. It's that hard.
You know, if it's on ciabatta bread, I don't think I'd like it as much. I felt like it was more on like a flaky croissant type of thing, which I'd much rather have.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big fan of ciabatta bread. I think it's too dry.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm not a ciabatta guy.
Yeah. I am into how that thing looked when she was getting ready to dig into it and all hell broke loose.
I like sourdough bread.
Ooh, yeah.
Love sourdough bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, good sourdough. I like rye.
Yeah, toasted rye on a sandwich.
Yeah.
Just the way that Harley was looking at that egg sandwich is the way I look at those Bobby sandwiches from Capriotti's I took you to.
Oh yeah.
That's the look I give them. Like I'm gonna take it behind a middle school and get it pregnant.
Yeah, it was a good sandwich.
Yeah. What's your favorite snack? I personally like a good Italian.
Yeah, Italian's good. That Bobby that Gabe took me to was delightful.
Yeah, I think it's phenomenal.
In a roll. The roll was soft, turkey, cranberry. What else is in that?
Stuffing. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving in the sandwich.
Yeah.
Cranberry sauce. You get it's fresh made turkey. Stuffing. The roll has mayonnaise on it. You have to have mayonnaise on the sandwich 90% of the time. I think.
That's great.
Even the peanut butter and jelly sandwich is better with a little bit of mayonnaise.
Oh, now I'm gonna throw up.
Man, a good spicy Italian sandwich. That sounds good. I love a good Italian.
Whoa!
Super chat.
I don't know how much this is.
What's thank you, sir.
24/7 gave us 55.
Okay.
What is that? Norwegian krona? Keep it up, guys. Thank you, Indie Comics.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. 55 Norwegian krona sounds like it's a big thing.
It's almost
We
$6.
appreciate everything.
So awesome.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Very
We
cool.
appreciate it.
Really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right.
I just couldn't believe Gabe had his first Cuban sandwich when he came here like 3 years ago to MegaCon, and he was introduced to a whole new world.
Oh yeah, that sandwich and that stoner sandwich we went and had at Junior's. Yeah.
Oh, you've had that?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a hamburger, but it's like a butterfly hot dog with baked potatoes chip. It's totally a stoner sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't like gummy bears in it or something.
Yeah. And they've got their own sauce bar and everything. I love that place.
Yeah,
I
that
was
place is
so
good.
revved up when we went to Disney World to meet with you and go to that place, Lou.
I know. I'm sorry.
I was sorely disappointed.
Oh, another super chat. Thank you.
Brazil.
The hits keep
Wow.
Here's for the collective sandwich fund. Yeah. Thank
We
you.
should do that. We should go get sandwiches and eat it on the show one day. I'll go get a Bobby.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for the super chats. You guys are being really generous.
I should bring a Bobby on the show and show it to you guys, and you guys can watch me eat it.
Yeah. ASMR eating. It's okay.
Sandwich Sunday. I can go out and get something. What would be good from around here, though? I don't have
Sunday?
fingers.
Something on Wonder Bread.
Do you have a Jimmy John's?
Yeah.
Jimmy John's isn't bad.
What about Firehook?
No.
Looking ladder from Firehouse.
Firehouse subs is
Firehouse.
I like Firehouse.
There's
I like
sweaty
Firehouse.
meat. Sweaty meat.
Sweaty meat.
I like them.
I like Firehouse because I like their bread. I like the way their bread tastes.
You got a Subway near you, Jess?
Ugh.
Yeah, but you make fun of me the whole time.
Yeah, don't go to that. Subway
No.
they all stink. What's up with Subway? They all stink.
That's universal.
Yes.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
I wonder if it was just me.
No.
No, they smell weird.
And
Yeah.
you leave and it stays on you on your clothing.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, there's
Just you have a Larry's Subs.
Larry Subs. That's not familiar to me.
What
but-
what is it called? Sandwich? Sandwich? That's
What about
good
a
place.
Jersey? What about a Jersey Mike?
There's a Jersey Mike near me.
Oh, dude, Jersey Mike's is the shit. You can
Jersey
get a
Mike's
15-inch sub at Jersey Mike's.
What do they have a good Italian?
Yes, they have a 15-inch Italian sub.
Oh,
That, oh my god, man.
like way too much.
Oh, it'll put you in the hospital.
Nice.
Okay, that'll be what I eat then. A Jersey Mike's Italian sub, and Gabe will bring a Bobby, and
Yeah.
Gio can bring that tripletta or whatever.
Tripleta.
Yeah. Freddie's asking me to invoke El Mesón, which a lot of people love, and that's true.
Mesón is good. Mesón is very good. They're expensive though. They're pricey.
Yeah, they're
Gio
pricey.
El Mesón. What does that mean?
It's
It's
a
a Puerto Rican sandwich place.
Oh.
Okay, Jess. All right. So sandwich off. This year for the betting special, you have to eat a 15-inch sub.
food
That,
challenge. I'm up for a food challenge.
nobody
You for a
really
food
care about that compared to last year's. I don't know how we're going to top last year's challenge.
Yeah, nobody
Watch
wants to
it.
watch Jess eat a sandwich just as like Harley Quinn or something.
I
Or
do that.
Or do they?
I would dye my hair, but I've been advised against it because it's gray, and you're not supposed to dye gray hair. It like stays forever. Like you can't wash it out. I'd be Harley Quinn with like down the middle red and the other blue, and I'd be like that for the rest of my life.
You can get a
Worth it.
colored hairspray thing that they use at like Halloween stuff, and that's it.
Ooh.
You can
Yeah,
just spray it on a different color, and it just washes off.
just put some Kool-Aid in your hair like you're a teenager.
I forgot that I
That was Jello.
I forgot I have Taylor on my personal Facebook and Instagram. Hi Taylor.
Yeah, we'd mix up Jello in the sink and spike our hair up with that.
Ooh.
Orange Jello.
Thank you for the food compliment, Taylor. I try.
All
Yeah.
right, so do you want to talk about how China's going to make it where we don't get any more omnibuses for a while?
Yeah, or consoles. The new console generation is probably going to get delayed.
Or be a lot more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
New Apple products are
going
to be way pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the PlayStation 5 is already going to be like $450, $500. So, yeah.
And we understand the human toll that this is taking in China.
Absolutely.
We totally acknowledge it. We understand that it is hideous and awful.
But it's affecting our buying ability, so fuck it all.
Getting ready to spread to the U.S. You never know. But we're just talking about the consumer products and how China and the U.S. are intertwined now, business-wise, and it's really going to affect us. So technology stuff is going to get pushed back. Anything they buy from us is going to get pushed off.
Strap yourselves in.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long, bumpy ride.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long, and it doesn't look like there's any end in sight so far. So this is going to be a while.
And if there ever is an end, it's still going to take them a long time to ramp things up because people aren't going to work.
It's tragic. It's completely tragic over there. It's all right. So how do you think it's going to affect? Gabe, you brought up Marvel omnibuses. How will this affect the omnibuses?
I think it's just the printing aspect and the shipping over aspect of things. So I'm guessing some of these books that are coming out of stock and publishers have to wait to get more stock from their publishers or from their printers, that's going to take a hit on us. Apparently, the new Daredevil Bendis trade or omnibus that came out this week is already out of stock, and there's no restock in sight because of the Chinese shutdown at the moment. So there's going to be an effect on getting. You have to wait longer and be a little bit more patient with your FOMO, or the FOMO is going to hit you, and you have to buy something at cover price.
Yeah.
Do other publishers get stuff printed in Canada? Or do all publishers get stuff printed in China?
No, I think Canada's still a viable source for printing. So I don't think this is going to completely 100% stop us getting anything. But I think a large factor of it is going to be a lot slower coming over to us because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to figure out. It's going to be a big wait and see moment for everything right now. So if you're really, really wanting that Bendis Daredevil, just get it wherever you can, I guess, right now. If you really don't want to wait for it, because who knows? Because like Jess said, even if they went back to work today, it's going to take them weeks and weeks to kind of just catch back up and be able to produce anything. And that's not just comics. That's any kind of manufacturing going on in China.
I just started that Bendis Daredevil this morning.
I want to do that. I kind of want to start that with you now. I want to read Daredevil from Bendis up.
Okay, I just got done with the first arc. Now I'm on to the second arc.
Let's see what I could do.
Have you guys never read the Bendis stuff?
Oh, I love the Bendis. I was reading that stuff that was my pull box. I was reading that stuff monthly.
It was incredible. When it was coming out, that was the it book when it was coming out, man.
Because I was reading Daredevil like before Volume 1 ended, but especially when Volume 2 started with Kevin Smith. Oh, man. I was in deep 100%. Kevin Smith, Joe Quesada, Jimmy Palmiotti. That Guardian Devil is fantastic, and I just kept going with it. And you got the David Mack stuff afterwards, and then the Bendis stuff came in, and that stuff just started just right out of the gate, just skyrocketed. That was the best stuff. That was such a good time of comics for me. That's like my golden era. As much as I love the 90s stuff, a lot of that is probably pure nostalgia and pure just me enjoying being 15 years old reading comics, being 11 reading comics. But that late 90s, early 2000s stuff, that's the game changer for me. That's the game changer. That's when Vertigo was at its best. You got Marvel at its best. They were coming out of the bankruptcy stuff, going full forward. Joe Quesada as editor-in-chief at the beginning of that era. Man, that is a golden age of comics. And Bendis' Daredevil is the candle on top of that birthday cake.
I am really impressed with the art and the paneling so far in it.
Alex Maleev, man. Oh.
And that Alex Maleev art was groundbreaking back then. That stuff was pretty with that weird kind of Photoshop-y look to it. That was new. That was the starter of that kind of stuff there. You see it a lot more today, but man, he's doing some beautiful stuff in that book.
Yeah. Here's a Daredevil question. I haven't read it, so I don't know.
No. No, God, no.
Okay, there's your answer, Raz.
So there's no Shadowland. It doesn't exist.
With Shadowland, it was a great series. There's a lot of great spin-offs, and the ending is just like watching Christopher Reeve fall off that horse. It was just
wow.
No, yeah. He's not wrong. He's totally not wrong. and repeat. You're watching it in a loop.
It was great. I was loving the idea of Daredevil in charge of the hand and the hand demon, whatever that he was kind of being possessed by, taking him over. Awesome stuff. How they locked down Hell's Kitchen and kind of turned that into like the new headquarters for the hand and all that stuff. And you couldn't go in or out of Hell's Kitchen without approval through Daredevil or one of his awesome ninja groups. And the ending, it's like watching a Challenger take off into space.
It's so bad.
I'm going to stop you before you bring up 9/11 or something. It's such a bad ending in a book.
Oh my God!
You don't have to bring up the Hindenburg and all these human
the Titanic.
Oh God! It's so. But Mark Waid didn't even. I don't think he even acknowledged it in his run right after that. I think he just like, no, we're not acknowledging this.
Well, yeah. After that was there was a bit of a gap. There was a little bit of a retirement at Daredevil for a little bit with Lost Days, and it kind of just floundered around after that until the Mark Waid stuff. It really brought it back to a different aspect of things.
Yeah, that's what I want to read next is the Mark Waid stuff.
Man.
I want to get on a Daredevil tear. I love Daredevil.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, of the two during that era, I loved Brubaker's run just a tad bit more than the Bendis, just a little bit more. But they're both incredible runs by writers at the top of their game.
But Brubaker couldn't do what he did without Bendis paying them into that corner.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Which is kind of even more impressive because how that you're reading it, just so I'm not going to ruin it, but how that story ends, it's like, where the fuck is Brubaker going to take this? And then he runs with it.
Yeah, I'm excited to read them all.
Mike Lombardo, if we did that moment of silence for canceled omnibuses, the show would be silent.
Yeah, we have an hour of silence.
Yeah.
Dead air, just full hour.
I have to read all the Daredevil Omnis, those 4 Omnis, because Taylor Brown and I are getting Tim Burnham, Daredevil expert, on for a crime corner.
Ooh,
and we're going to
nice.
talk about him. So I have 2 weeks to read all 4 of them.
That's so good. I envy you, man. You've never read this, Jess?
Nope.
Oh, I envy you so much. You're going to read
so
this.
much I haven't read. I mean,
dude,
I read constantly.
This rivals Frank Miller, like in terms of a change in the outlook of Daredevil and what people thought of who Daredevil was. It's right up there with Frank Miller stuff.
I think it's better. For me, I think it's better.
I can see that. I can see people thinking that too. I haven't read the Miller stuff in a long time. The Miller stuff was actually the first thing I ever bought off of eBay. It was a full run of Miller's Daredevil when I was like 17 years old. But yeah, so the Bendis stuff, Jess, I'm excited for you. I'm gonna go back and reread it because I haven't read it since it first came out when I was reading them in singles. But man, there's some great stuff in there. David Mack stuff is great too. I know it's not included in the omnibus, but that David Mack stuff is awesome as well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and reread that now. Thanks.
Is that Parts of the Whole? Is that in the middle somewhere? I forget how that gets laid out, or is that right after Kevin Smith?
Let's do a whole OmniBros read of it. I just started it. You can catch up.
I'm in.
I'm in. I love that run.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably all on Marvel Unlimited.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Man, I adore that run.
Let's do that then. Let's. I hate to try and commit to it because I know how hard it is for me to read stuff sometimes. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves and just do one omnibus at a time. I know, Jess, you could probably read 5 omnibuses in a day, but I don't want to play the 2 kids card. But I got 2 kids, and it's a little bit harder for me to find time to read.
I get it.
So I would 1,000,000,000% want to do this with you, as long as you kind of keep it at a reasonable pace, if that makes sense. And I know you're in a rush because you got.
Yeah, I will. I'll just. I can always go back and talk about it. So that's fine.
So it's going to eat my life up. I'm going to have to stop everything and just do pure Daredevil. Not that that's a bad thing, but man, so I got the original Daredevil omnibus.
So we're just doing Bendis, right? For right now, is that what we're doing? Bendis through Brubaker, or do it just Bendis? How do you want to do it?
I have to do Bendis through Brubaker, but you guys can do whatever you want.
Let's do just Bendis for us.
Okay.
And play it by ear, because I know what happens at the end of the Bendis and the start of the Brubaker stuff, and it's going to be hard to not keep going.
Yeah, because it flows so naturally. It's incredible how
it's just such a fucked up cliffhanger situation that Bendis leaves Daredevil in.
Oh, I'm excited now. Really excited.
And the way that Brubaker takes the ball and it just flows right into his story is incredible.
So good luck getting that reprint omnibus.
Was this was Brubaker when he was also writing Cap, right? At the same time?
Oh, was he?
I don't know.
Was it?
I'm going to look that up now because that's going to bug me.
It was close.
I'm going to read that Brubaker Cap this year too.
Can you imagine? Oh my! Can you imagine being Brubaker and you're writing the best Captain America run ever, and then also writing Daredevil at the same time? Ugh.
But he was also doing Criminal at the same time as well. I know that to be a fact.
Holy smoke!
Yeah.
How many things does this guy have rattling around in his head?
Well, at this time, like the biggest thing in comics, like my favorite stuff at the time, there was this huge resurgence of crime books, and you have Bendis, who really was the original candle that lit the flame before he became Bendis, and he was just doing Fire and Goldfish and all that kind of stuff at Image, Jinx and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but he's the one that came over. Also, he brought that aspect into Daredevil. But there was Brubaker, there was Brian Azzarello. I'm trying to think of somebody else, but there was just this group of crime writers in comics, and they were producing some of the best stuff. I would lump Scalp in there retroactively as well.
Yeah,
retroactively.
Yeah. Jason Aaron, yeah, that was when he was first breaking out into the scene.
Right. But that crime noir kind of storytelling, Scalp is like the very end of that genre. Right now it's kind of foundering. There's really not that much out there. Even Criminal, I mean, as great as it is, it's not getting the publicity or like the love it should be. But yeah, at that time frame with Bendis, Brian Azzarello, Brubaker, all just hammering out these great crime books. Yeah, that's top notch stuff. I still want that goddamn Bendis omnibus.
Bendis.
The Bendis crime one.
Oh yeah.
Was he doing? He wasn't doing Sleeper at the same time, right? There's no way.
I think Sleeper was before. I think that Sleeper was kind of, I want to say like one of Brubaker's like first big books. That was Image. That was Wildstorm.
It was an Image book, yeah.
But Sleeper has one of the most fucked up endings.
Okay, I haven't read it. Don't tell me.
Oh, dude, Sleeper's, man. It's a guy that does a bunch of drugs and bangs a bunch of chicks because he can't feel anything.
Okay, I can relate to that.
I saw the layup and I just saw the setup right there for the alley.
Yep.
Raz, don't worry. Criminal is getting reprinted in a different format, some kind of format, different from how it was first. But I interviewed Jason Phillips, the colorist, on Bad Weekend and My Heroes Have Always Been Junkies. He's Sean Phillips' son. and he said they're all getting reprinted maybe later in the year, the criminal books, along with a new criminal book containing the new stuff.
Ooh, I'm still behind on criminal. I need to catch up with that stuff.
Man, I'm just going through because I don't have the issues for Daredevil anymore. Like, I sold my collection, and I had all those singles. Fuck, man, these are some beautiful covers from Madelyn. God damn.
I wish Brubaker would collect the back matter that he puts in those criminal issues and do a book, because the back matter stuff is interesting.
Oh yeah.
Here's one of the cool things too. This isn't a spoiler, but because during this time, Bendis is writing Daredevil, and Kevin Smith was writing that Daredevil Bullseye series, and that was supposed to be the kind of comeuppance of what happened in Guardian Devil. For anybody who doesn't know what happens in Guardian Devil, that was supposed to be the first time Daredevil and Bullseye meet up again after what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And for the longest time, Kevin Smith couldn't produce any comics, and eventually Brian Michael Bendis just said, "I'm doing it. I'm doing that story where they meet and throw down for the first time after that." And that is some great stuff too. Oh, I'm just looking at the covers right now. I scroll through that, and that's great stuff there.
Beautiful.
Oh man, when does Brubaker take over? Like,
you guys want to talk about the Batsuit real quick while Gabe looks that up?
Sure. It looks cool if you can see it.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig the look of it. I think it looks cool. It looks a lot like a mixture of Sean Murphy's, kind of like with the cowl, where it has kind of like a collar, and a lot of the Arkham Knight suit as well. Like parts of Arkham Knight are in it. It looks pretty cool.
Can you believe that a lot of people? Yeah,
I love how it's a topic. Like they released this tiny little dark picture, and all of a sudden it's a topic. You can barely see anything, but what you can see, you can make out, and
it's in red, like he's picking up hookers.
The cowl looks fucking huge. Well, Pattinson's got a big ass head too, so
he's got a strong jawline, man.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does.
You can see it in that.
Yeah, it fits, man. I'm looking forward to it. There are rumors. Well, there was speculation online that he took the gun pieces of when, like the ones that his parents were shot in, and like he smelted them into the suit, and that's what kind of forms the bat symbol.
Oh wait, that's from a
bat. Yeah, Detective
1000.
Yeah. There's rumors for that.
That's a part of a storyline. I feel like I just read that.
It's a 8. I want to say it's like an 8-page story written by Kevin Smith, drawn by Jim Lee, and features my boss in it.
Your boss is in it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Your drummer boss?
The drummer boss, yes. All right. So, Brubaker, you took over Daredevil with issue 82. That was April 2006. Captain America, he was on that starting in January 2005. So, yes, he was doing that at the same time.
Wow.
And Criminal started out October 2006.
God.
So he was just scattering everybody with
how many good ideas are in this guy's brain?
Jesus, man. It wasn't even close against anybody else at the time then, like quality wise.
Yeah, that's all top shelf stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the talent you must have that you're putting out not one, not two, but 3 classic books.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just bangers all the way.
Oh my gosh, man. That's incredible.
And who else would he might have been doing other stuff at the time. Who knows?
He's writing on Westworld now.
That's a show I want to see, and I'll catch up to it 2026.
It's slow but good. It's very slow but a good show.
I still haven't seen the latest Harley episode.
I love that show.
Dude, Westworld's great, and then when you find out the twist, you're like, what the fuck? Now it all makes sense.
I still need to see season 2.
Yes, Matthew, they always complain.
That's what's so funny. How do you complain about one picture?
You're never going to.
You barely get a look at the suit. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. You don't get the full top of the cowl. I'm kind of hoping it has the short ears because I'm more partial to the short ears than the long ears. But I dig what I saw. I think it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, audiences need to know 3 things about that thing. One, it's a camera test. So it was probably filmed way before actual filming began. And it's just that, a quick test to see the actor in suit. He just the director just wanted to release it so everybody could geek out over it. 2, a lot of YouTubers are complaining because they did video analysis, I guess, of the
picture.
Yeah, of the 30-second clip.
Wait. I think we need to use the term analysis in parentheses there.
And the thing is, I saw a lot of people complaining because they got copyright strikes. And the copyright isn't because of the image, it's because you're hearing the first score of Giacchino's work on the Batman movie. That's why people are getting strikes, because they're using music you're not supposed to.
You just said that. Was perked up. Oh.
Yeah, that's 30-second sample. That's part of the main theme or the score of the movie.
All right. You want to talk about nipples perking up?
No.
All right. So, Brubaker. I did a little bit more Brubaker research real fast. So, he was doing Captain America, Daredevil, Criminal at the same time, and the tail end of his Catwoman run.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Catwoman, too.
Yep.
Damn, that's wow. And that was with Cook, wasn't it? Cook was on art.
Yeah, that's the Darwin Cook stuff.
Oh my god!
And the Adam Hughes.
I don't think Darwin Cook was doing the art. If it was the tail end,
I don't remember. Was it?
I feel like Cook was doing the first stuff.
Oh no! Wait, you know what? I'm totally wrong. This isn't the stuff that was written by Brubaker. This is after Brubaker. This is when Will Pfeiffer was doing it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But he was doing that towards, he just got off of doing Catwoman at that point then.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My lord, man.
Oh, here's our first complaint. I like it. Still need to read Miller DD Omnibus. Well, I hate that term. Now you guys got me wanting to drop a lot more money. Damn you all to hell. I love it.
Well,
yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
My recommended order for this stuff has always been Miller, Smith, and then go into Bendis, Brubaker, Wade. That's what I've always said.
Well, I'm starting with Bendis because I don't have the time to start with Marvel Knights. I'll read it retroactively.
Marvel Knights is only like 9 issues.
Mm-hmm.
No. Starting with Bendis.
I think Bendis is. I think Lou's got the right order for like continuity wise.
Yeah,
but I think for like a new reader getting into Daredevil, I think the Bendis stuff, Bendis Brubaker, and then if you like that, you can retroactively go back and maybe do Kevin Smith.
Uh-huh.
And if you're really still digging into it and you want to go back even further, it's a generational thing, especially if you've never really read Daredevil. To go back and read 80s Frank Miller stuff, it probably won't hit you the same because it was such a commentary on New York in the 80s.
Yeah.
But you can definitely go back and read Daredevil at that point.
I've read all of Frank Miller in floppy.
Yeah. It's such a commentary. A lot of that stuff won't hit as well. You wouldn't have the context in it if you weren't, doing coke off of hookers in New York in the 1980s.
Fun.
Well, no, it's just things like I think some of them might be a little too much. The whole idea of Karen Page being Daredevil's girlfriend, who went on to be like a porn star, to go on to get selling Daredevil's identity to get drug money.
Yeah.
That might be a little too hard hitting for people today. But that's what was so groundbreaking about that series.
Now, when I get done with Brubaker, the order is Shadowland, then Bendis, right?
Shadowland. Oh, you mean
Shadowland,
Wade.
then Wade.
Yes.
Okay. But did you say Wade just ignored Shadowland?
You can.
I don't think you ever touched on it. You don't need to read Shadowland to get into Wade.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, your life will be more better. You'll be more complete.
I own it, so I mean, I'm gonna have to read it sometime.
You give it a bath.
No, you don't. Come on, it's still wrapped.
I do like to read my books. Some people think I don't.
Okay, so can I just give a big laugh and a haha because Joker won 2 Oscars last week?
You predicted it.
Yes, thank you, Gabe. Yes, thank you. Deserved it. Yes, it did. Thank you. 2 Oscars.
What a really big triumphant Oscar. Usually I watch the Oscars probably for the last 10 years, and you're like, I don't care that film won. I don't care that film won. But Joker came out with 2 statues. I mean, the only one that really counts is the best actor for Joaquin Phoenix. Who cares about the score? That's not a real award.
Whoa! The score.
It's a beautiful score.
Every award is important.
Yeah.
But then Parasite coming out with not only best foreign film, which was a shoe-in for it, but then also just best picture in general.
Yep.
And I like how the director was making his 2 Oscars make out. You see those pictures? Yeah. But unfortunately, the worst thing to come out of that, fucking Toy Story 4 won for best animated.
That is such bullshit. Klaus should have won that. That is such bullshit, man.
God damn it.
I still haven't seen that movie.
I haven't either. You guys scared me off it.
Klaus was the best animated movie for me last year. That is such bullshit, man. Fucking Forky, really?
It's Pixar. You know they're gonna win.
Yeah, that's just kind of that thing, right? Yeah.
I know. Who gives a shit about Forky though? He deserves to be in the trash.
Forky.
Did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood get anything like significant?
No.
Yeah.
I'm watching that again tomorrow with my wife. I love it.
Best supporting actor.
Yeah, Pitt got best supporting actor. You're right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Good for him. That's right.
Yeah, he was great in it.
So, do you think this is the last time? Speaking of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that Margot Robbie's going to play Harley Quinn. You think she's out?
No,
she's in Suicide Squad.
She's in Suicide Squad.
Okay, so maybe
James Gunn movie.
Suicide Squad. That's right.
No, I think she's embraced the character, and
she still has another film left on her contract. Another Harley Quinn movie.
Well, interesting. I'm just wondering because this movie is a financial flop at the box office, and then she gets an Academy Award for Bombshell or a nomination. So it seems to be, I would think she'd be done with it. She's like, I'm moved on to bigger and better things.
I think she's invested in it because she calls the shots. She has a production company that is calling the shots, and people are dying to work with her. And I think she'd be happy to do another Harley Quinn if she gets to do it her way, and she will.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she pushed for the R rating. She was the one that was pushing for it.
I wish they would have actually made it a real R rating.
Reed McGee says she signed on for Gotham City Sirens too.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, the
I thought
third
Gotham City Sirens was what turned into Birds of Prey.
Well,
it was supposed to be
Poison Ivy, though.
It was supposed to be Gotham City Sirens, but then it transformed into Birds of Prey. Now they're saying that the third movie might actually be City Sirens because Margot Robbie has stated that she wants to see Poison Ivy and Catwoman in the movie.
I can't wait. I guess I'm going to have to, but
yeah, we're going to have to wait.
Yeah. So what's next on our news of the week?
That's pretty much it. Unless you guys want to talk Lock and Key. Has anybody seen it yet?
I haven't.
A
couple episodes.
I've watched the whole season.
Oh, you did?
Give us your spoiler-free review.
I don't know where the hell they're going to take the story because they've used almost everything from the comic.
Oh, really?
They've brought almost everything from the comic and the 12 episodes that the 10 episodes they put out. Like literally through almost everything. The Omega Key, everything. So I don't know if it was a thing where they were scared they weren't going to get another season or not, but I have no fucking clue where they're really going to take it.
But like the main issue, does that get resolved or?
More big part of it, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, like the whole reveal with Dodge, and like them finding out who Dodge is, and like what happened with that's all in the first season. I'm like,
wow,
yeah,
Wow.
you guys are burning through content real quick. So I don't know what you're gonna do.
Here's a good question for somebody that wants to see it on Netflix. Is the show kid safe?
It's a PG-13 is what I would say.
PG-13. Okay.
Yeah, I would say
there's some not graphic, but there's like some gun violence in there.
They really tone it down like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would honestly compare this to a CW show.
Oh, okay.
And not
Ethan. Hey, Ethan. Thanks for tuning in.
In a good way or in a bad way?
A mixture of both. I'm lukewarm on it because I'm such a huge fan of the comic. And the blueprint was literally there that I don't understand some of the changes that they made, especially burning through literally everything in one season, truncating almost all 6 books. I think it's like 6 books into one season. I'm like, what are you guys going to do next season? And also, I thought Sam Lesser was more intimidating in the comic. Like, he was genuinely frightening in the comic, where this one, they kind of take more of a bit of a sympathetic route with him here, and it takes away from the character, in my opinion.
Huh. Was Joe Hill involved with the TV show?
I'm not sure.
Huh.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm lukewarm on it. As a first season, I'd probably give it, like, I guess if I had to rate it, a 6, 7 out of 10. I was really lukewarm on it. I expected something more. Yeah, I expected something a little bit more coming from Lock and Key. I didn't hate it, and there's potential for it, but it's just the changes they made, I didn't care for. And I'm not a slave to, it has to stick to the book, because Umbrella Academy that came out last year I thought was brilliant. It was really good, and they made changes, but they still stuck to a lot of the core stuff and a lot of the core characters. And here, I don't know. The tone change just didn't fit with me necessarily. Not that it's like a lighthearted in tone or teeny bopper, because it does have its dark elements, but it felt more like they walked into a studio and the studio said, we want this to be a Stranger Things-esque CW show where teenagers can watch this and really enjoy it. They toned down a lot, man. Like a lot of the darker stuff in it. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in it.
So I'll watch Haunting of Hill House instead.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I got to see that.
Yes, 100%. I mean, special effects are pretty good. They are what they are. Some of it looks the casting of Bodhi is spot on. Like, the casting of the little kid, they nailed that. They fucking nailed the casting of the kid. The casting of Kinsey, the sister, she's not that great of an actress. The brother, same thing. Kind of not that great of an actor, but it's.
Where do I know the mom from? Like, what else has she been in? She's a fairly bigger actress, right?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot to mention. There's one thing. The ending of episode 9 is one of the cringiest fucking things I've seen in a long time.
What is?
The ending of episode 9 for Lock and Key is one of the cringiest fucking things I've ever seen. The literal last line of episode 9, I was like, oh god, that's horrible.
Here's Austin Caldwell, who thinks he knows me really well. Don't kid yourself, Jess. You're not going to watch shit.
Oh, wow.
He's probably right. But I totally do want to see Haunting of Hill House. He is spot on my constantly not seeing TV. I read too many comic books. That's all I do.
You need to see Haunting of Hill House. You need to, man.
I know.
I saw Dr. Sleep. I know, Gabe, you didn't care for it. I loved it. I know. I really dug it, man.
How does he drive all the way up to that shitty hotel in that shitty Toyota Taurus piece of crap car in the snow with no problem with a little girl?
I have no clue, man. I dug it. I'm a Mike Flanagan fan ever since Haunting of Hill House. So
yeah. No, I haven't watched Joker yet. Leave me alone.
Did you watch Parasite?
No.
Grudge?
No.
I tried watching Parasite. I rented it off of Amazon. I fell asleep, not because I didn't like it. It was just, try to watch it late at night. Nothing happened. Oh, I probably only saw like an hour of it, but nothing happened.
I'm gonna try and watch Parasite this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get back into that too.
Did we talk about the Batman animated series coming back in comic book form?
No, we didn't.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people are excited about that.
Spartacus? You mean the Kirk Douglas movie? I saw that when I was a kid.
No, the different Spartacus, man.
Was that like an HBO show?
Stars.
Yeah,
Stars.
Mm-hmm.
With Xena in it.
Yep.
Hayden McGee, that's right. She was in Scandal. She was one of those head actors in Scandal. I love that show.
Paul Dini's going to write the comic book.
That's awesome. And it's got the same artist, right?
I don't know who's going to draw the thing.
Oh, well, I'm in. Paul Dini's writing it. I'm definitely in.
The continuity of Batman the Animated Series will return in a 6-issue digital-first limited series starting this April titled Batman the Adventure Continues.
So the digital-first series, huh?
Yeah. The series will be drawn by Ty Templeton.
That's okay. Thank you.
The Dan Mora variant looks amazing.
Good. That's great. I will
What?
Sorry. I'm looking to see if there's any news left.
Oh, by the way, Jess, I'm sorry. How far did you get into your Batman animated series viewing, Jess?
Well, I'm still on episode 5.
Oh. Oh.
I know.
Which one's episode 5?
The one I haven't watched yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what was episode 4?
What was episode 4 then? Yeah.
Episode 4. Let's see. We started out with Scarecrow. Then we got
was Scarecrow the first one?
Yeah. Oh no, Man-Bat.
Man-Bat was the first one. Yeah.
Man-Bat. Then I think it was Joker's Christmas.
I love that one.
Then I feel it was Scarecrow. I need to write notes. I enjoyed it, and I'm going to go back to it. I just need to.
Yeah. So
I don't know how you guys find time for comics, TV, and video games.
All right, jump to episode 14. That'll
jump to
that'll
10. So I'm looking at the episode list now. So one was On Other Wings. That's the Man-Bat. Then Christmas with the Joker, and then Scarecrow, which was Nothing to Fear. That was a good episode.
Yeah, that was.
And then the fourth one was The Last Laugh with the Joker.
Oh, okay.
When Alfred gets infected with the Joker gas.
That's the one where he says, "I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman."
That's every episode.
But I think this is the first time.
Yeah, watch episode 10.
Well, I'm going to watch them all because I promised Taylor Brown I would, and I'm going to.
See, this is another example of does it still hold up? Because I've gone back and tried to watch some Batman animated series, and it's you can never go back home kind of thing.
Yeah. Also, the reason I want you to watch episode 14, it's because it won an Emmy. I don't want to spoil it, but when you're going to watch it, you're going to be like, I need to see the rest of the series.
All right.
14 is great. That's a great one. Yeah.
Heart of Ice.
That's Heart of Ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
It kind of picks up after that because number 5 is the Poison Ivy episode, and then it gets into kind of like some whatever stuff. Like the main villains are like drug dealers, and Sewer King. But number 10 is the start of the Two-Face 2-parter, which is excellent. 14 is the Heart of Ice. Then you get to the Cat and Claw. But 18 is one of the best ones, which is the Gray Ghost episode.
Oh, yeah,
22. Jess has to watch episode 22.
Yeah. 20 and 21 are great too. That's the Clayface episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are great.
Here's Taylor Brown playing the sympathy card. Just continually breaks my heart with BTAS. I feel so deceived and let down. Oh, relax.
See, again, this is really a good example of does it still hold up? Like this, you could go back and watch this stuff because I haven't watched it in a long, long time. But I went back and tried to start watching it. The flavor wasn't really there. At my current age and experience and perspective.
Let's talk about does it still hold up? Your idea.
All right, so does it still hold up is an idea I came up with because of our show having such a gap in generations. We have a representation of almost every generation here, with just being the older generation. Myself is kind of the 80s, 90s generation. Then we got Gio, we got Lou, and we got Ryley in kind of the more millennial Generation Z generation. So does it still hold up as an allegory about our penises and if it's still working at our old ages?
It is not.
It is not. It is an idea I came up with of possibly we can go back and revisit some of these more
iconic
nerd culture paraphernalia of things. It could be comic books, cartoons, toys, video games, game shows, whatever food, whatever the case is. It's more of a nostalgia visit where we go back, but we have to be 100% positive and honest with ourselves on retrospectively looking back at these things, and does it still hold up? Because that's always the question you get when you go back and it's like, you know what? I went back and watched the original G.I. Joe cartoon. And you always want to ask that person, yeah, does it still hold up? So that's kind of the question I want us to try and answer. And I think that doing that kind of show would work better if you did it in maybe a more of a pre-recorded format where we could do some real video production and have some right ideas of doing things that way and make it more interactive than just us sitting around talking. Does 90s comics still hold up? I would love to go back and reread things that I hold high regards and read it now and see if it still holds up. Age of Apocalypse, Onslaught, Death of Superman, X-Men from that era, the Image comics from that era, and see now as an adult, almost 40-year-old man with 2 children who's had a lot of life experiences, and see how those things kind of hold up. But you have to be 100% honest with us. Lou and Gio, you guys can go back and talk about Pokemon, and maybe revisit some Power Ranger stuff, or
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, and just put it into see how we could kind of put it through the lens of your older self today.
Well, Jim's a little bit
great idea, but I don't know that we're ever going to get our shit together to have all 6 of us in production stuff. I think we should just do it next Sunday and just do it.
Yeah, well, I just like the idea of it being like a continual thing where we, Jess can go talk about what it was like to get the hula hoop for the first time and introduce that to the rest of us. We can introduce Jess because that's the thing where we could introduce this generational gap we have between all of us.
Just so you know, I was yo-yos, not hula hoop.
Yo-yos, yeah, okay. Yo-yos and when the Beatles first came to America,
right? I remember it.
Yeah, the death of JFK, that assassination, things like that.
I remember that.
But really, I don't know anything really about the Power Rangers, and that's something that could be introduced to me from you guys. You guys might not know what it was like to watch Transformers for the first time, but that's something that me and Dickhead over there can take care of. Omar?
We should. Chad Omnidog says we should all go back and watch early Omnibros live episodes and see if they still hold up.
No.
That's a bad idea.
I like the 90s episode that you guys did. It was the extreme episode, I think it was called.
Oh, yeah. We wore caps on backwards and stuff.
I think we were more filthy in those earlier episodes too, like as far as our cursing and stuff like that.
Well, we didn't have a sponsor.
So we toned it down a little bit, just a bit since then.
Yeah, well, we didn't have a sponsor. That was just the three of us goofing around.
Well, we also didn't have Emily's mom in the chat either.
Some of those earlier episodes, man, we got raw in some of those earlier episodes.
Oh, yeah, you guys had those your mama joke segments?
We did?
Yeah.
Ryley had a Your Mama joke segment for like the first, like somewhere in the first like 10 episodes. And he kept going with it for a good solid 4 or 5 weeks.
NFL Dude 56. This is funny. I watched the box set episode a few days ago. Fucking Nemo holds up very well. Oh, boy. Everybody has their favorites.
How long have we been doing this? 3 years?
God, yeah, something like that.
Gosh, I feel like it was 2016 when the three of us first got together.
Was it? When did the first episode was on my channel because that's when I hit up Ryley, and that's how it started. And then Jess, you came in episode 3.
3, yeah. I feel like that was almost like late fall of 2016.
I don't even know, man.
Yeah, it was 2016.
15?
16.
16.
Yep.
Yeah, getting close to 2017.
Right.
That was the 4th OmniBro. Gabe was the 5th. Then Omar joined. Last.
Yeah, Omar joined. Well, Gabe, you kind of just worked your way in because you did the
Omnis.
You did the Omnis.
Yeah.
You were like, this dude's awesome. Let's bring him onto the show, and he became a regular after that.
Yeah, that's how that came up. I just hit you guys up. I was like, hey, you guys should do an award show. I'll do it for you. And then I just kind of Geo was on.
Yeah.
And then the hurricane hit, and that left the open spot, and then that's when I came in.
Yeah. And then I took a break for a bit because I was dealing with some personal shit.
Yeah, and then you took a break, and then that's when I brought in Omar, which is the biggest mistake of my life. And then, Lou, you came back after a little bit, and then that was the point right then. That's when we got the sponsorship.
Yeah, and we were consistent. We've been consistent since then.
Yeah, we were always consistent. You guys were. It was always a weekly thing. We rarely ever miss a week. But that was back when we did like 1, maybe 2 episodes a week. Now we do 3, sometimes 4 a week. Yeah, and then Geo came back around after his life got put back together a little bit more. And then we did the fangirls. We invited the fangirls in to have their own show.
Did you see who they had as a viewer the other night?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Sedgwick was on.
No, it's Shedge. That's how it's pronounced.
Sure.
It is.
Everybody says it differently. I don't know.
I'm going to get him as a guest sometime and
get him, please.
And we're going to. He's going to. I'm telling you, that's how you pronounce it.
How do you pronounce it again?
He said, "Pronounce Sedge."
Yeah.
Like Sean Connery.
Shedgwick.
Shedge. No, he's from Eastern Europe or something. You don't pronounce half the letters there. It's just like France, where you don't pronounce any of the letters in their language.
Okay, cool.
Don't insult Geo like that. Nobody likes Shemp.
I like Shemp.
I hated Shemp.
Oh, I love Shemp.
No.
Yeah, Curly was Shemp. You got one of the greatest things of all time in cinema, which was the fake Shemp idea. I love fake Shemp. I love it whenever I see a fake Shemp in like a movie or a TV show or something like that. I love it when that happens.
Shemp and then
Curly came way later. Curly was not one of the originals.
I know. I like Curly better.
Oh, Curly's everything.
And then you got Curly Joe. There's a few.
Joe did not care for her.
Yeah. Michael brings up a good point. What is that beautiful IST code?
Oh, I said it at the beginning of the episode, but I'm happy to say it again. GetOnTheLoveOmniBus is the IST code that Omnibroslive was given by IST for 3%. It ends tonight. Get on the Love Omnibus. And Lou, you weren't here, but I said that 2016 Jess showed up when I made my latest order.
I can't wait to see that haul, man.
Okay. Crazy. And I was completely sober.
Oh, how bad is it, man?
It's a 2016 haul.
What's the item count? You don't have to say which books, but how much?
Or the amount, just the item count.
Let me look. I'm going to have to look it up.
So while I just looked it up, I was looking up something as well. The first episode of Omnibroslive was September 8, 2016.
There you go.
That was the first one.
Wow.
And then this show, well, because it was on, because at the time it was crisscrossing, where it would be on Lou's channel and then it would be on Ryley's channel, and you guys bounced back and forth. And then I'm trying to figure out when this actual channel started. I'm trying to figure that out here because I came in on like episode like 19 was my first episode. And then as I kind of got more involved with you guys, I was like, you know what, this should be on its own channel.
Yeah, that was
being back and forth, because nobody could find it that way. So that's why we dedicate our own channel.
That was your idea, right, Gabe?
Yeah, that was my idea. It was me and Gio went back and got all the old episodes of Omnibros and put it on this channel. But what happened, nobody could find it. You have to actually go through Luis and Ryley's channel if you want to go back and see the original episodes. I have a playlist on this channel, but it's private because since those videos are on your channel and on Ryley's channel, they can't also be on this channel and us still get YouTube ads because you can't have it on multiple channels. You can't have the same video on multiple channels. So
question is Ryley's channel, somebody mentioned in the chat just now, Ryley's channel doesn't exist anymore?
It's still hacked.
Oh, it's still hacked. Okay. But the videos are still there.
Yeah.
But he just can't get access to them.
Yeah, so you can still watch those early episodes on there.
I ordered 17 books.
Ooh.
But in there are some pricier things like EC archives and a couple of Omnis. And it added up.
So our first video on this channel was June 22nd, 2017. And that was Omnibroslive, episode 42, Ms. Marvel.
Ooh.
Ms. Marvel.
Ms.
Marvel.
Jess, are they going in the garage? Huh? Are they going in the garage?
It depends on whether my wife is home or not. I somehow have to head off the UPS guy and intercept him before maybe I'll intercept him like before he gets to our street.
P.O. Box, Jess. P.O. Box.
I know. You're right. When my wife retires, I'm going to have to get that.
What you need to do is when she retires, I know you still do your day work stuff in the morning.
Yeah.
Go get an office. Like a cheap office. Like one of those like $400 a month rental like office places or whatever.
I could go to WeWorks.
Yeah, like WeWorks or our office space or one of those like shared office spaces and use that address for your books.
I will post the code.
I love the fact that everybody in the chat is telling you how to lie from your wife right now.
I know.
Yeah.
We are all Olympic wife liars.
Mm-hmm. Somebody says UPS, the collector says UPS store Jess and use a Walmart gift card and it hides everything. That is a man that has done that.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, you can rent PO boxes at the UPS store. But if I'd have to pay cash for the Walmart gift card because I never go there. And if she sees that on the credit statement, she'll go, "What are you doing on going to Walmart?"
Just use a different gift card. Gift card's a gift card, right?
Or You get the P.O. box and you name it after the show.
We need a P.O. box.
For all the fan mail.
Mm-hmm. I bet if we did open a P.O. box, we'd get fan mail.
I bet we get a lot of kitty litter.
Probably.
Why? Oh,
Kitty.
okay. Gotcha. Or a dog bone.
What about renting a man cave storage unit?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's too much hassle.
Seems like a lot of work.
That means I've given up, and those things are just black holes.
And then you got to go visit it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah.
It's like having like a safety deposit box where you want to go visit your high grade comics and you just pack a picnic. You go visit.
Light a candle.
Yeah.
A drink with them. I'm trying to get Tyler Blunt to call in. He's texting me.
He might be busy. It is tax season.
Yeah,
Well, but he did just text me. He might call in.
Yay!
There's a question. If wife is bringing home the bacon, where are you getting the dosh to buy all these books?
Just works.
I have my own source of income. I am a stock market investor, so that's where I generate the dosh.
You need to start giving us some tips, Jess. You gotta tell me what banks to buy into.
Throw it all into Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Yeah, I specialize in small community bank.
And get the physical Bitcoin, like the comic that we reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
there you go.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, gang. Welcome to Johnny's Power Hour. Here to answer your questions.
That's the kind of guy you want to do your taxes for.
Johnny, Johnny Cool.
Do we have any questions for you, Johnny Cool? Yeah. When are you and Jess going to review the next book 4 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That's a great question. The answer is a little complicated, mainly because of the topless photos that Jess keeps sending me, which makes it awkward to be on screen. I'm not really sure how to navigate that, so I'm open to any suggestions. Next question.
When will Action Figure Friday appear again? I feel like I'm asking the Magic 8 Ball. When will Action Figure Friday appear again on Jess's channel?
Ask again later.
Ask again later.
I
Sounds like a Magic 8 Ball. Ask him about the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl? Were you happy with the way the Super Bowl went, super fan?
Well, let me tell you, no. But really, the joy of bandwagoning is you really don't care about the losses. You're only there for the victories. So, when it was over, the 49ers were dead to me along with the Chiefs.
How is tax season going for you?
It is going very busy and very quickly, and I need about 20 more days before March 15th, which is good because I just looked at the date, and there's actually like 28 more days. I don't know. It's a long shot of a guess, but yeah, it's going pretty well. Just really busy. It looks like I got time for one more question. Any one last questions?
Any of you guys have questions for T. Lar Blunt, who's on the phone with us from Mississippi?
Quick life advice.
Life advice. Yeah. Like, how did you land that pretty wife of yours looking the way you do?
Quick life advice on how to land pretty women.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the best way is to read a bunch of Omnibus and to find those Omnibus at InStopTrades.com where you can find love in all the right places and that way out of your league if you got the right Omnibus knowledge. That's InStopTrades.com.
Thank you for calling in, T-Lar. We appreciate it.
Thank
You
you.
guys have a great day, and you guys keep on doing your thing. Love what you're doing down here in the South. We just got paved roads and internet, so things are going real well over here in Mississippi, and we're all rooting for you guys. Keep it up.
Right on, man. Thank you.
Tyler's awesome.
That was the call-in portion of the show, which reminds me that I should
Jess is now
probably-
going to give out his phone number so more people can call in.
So So I can talk to you about InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. Right now is the Omnibroslive discount code, which is GetOnTheLoveOmniBus for 3% off. It ends tonight. If you order $50 or more worth of books, which I just did, you get free shipping, fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the stipulations on the code? It doesn't stack with the loyalty discount.
Oh, it does. No, it does not stack with the loyalty discount. Yeah, go ahead.
Doesn't stack, and you need to buy manga as a prerequisite.
I don't remember that part.
That is very true.
It's a Get on the Love Omnibus, not Get on the Love Manga.
Get on the manga bus.
Get on the manga bus. You guys get your own code for the Otaku show.
Hey, but we gave it out on Thursday, so
yeah, and we spread it on social media. That was a good idea, Gabe.
That's how I do it, man. That's what I'm good for.
Yeah. Any more news?
I don't know. I got nothing. They revealed the cast for He-Man, but I didn't look it up, so I don't know.
Oh, there's some big names, dude.
I know Mark Hamill. Yeah. He's voicing Skeletor, but that's all I know.
Okay, news people care about.
He-Man.
He-Man.
Yeah, that's a good thing for it. Does it still hold up?
Yeah.
Because that first He-Man is absolutely awful.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Nelson sent me, what did he send me? Transformers. He sent me the first Transformers book. So I need to read that.
Which one? The Phase 2 stuff?
I don't know. It's probably the most current series that's in hardback.
Oh, okay. So maybe
who's on the cover?
Who's on the cover? Who's on the cover? What kind of question is that? I don't know.
He's a robot and another robot.
Bottleby. Omar the robot. I have no idea.
Sorry.
The anime
on the cover.
The anime awards were last night, Gio.
Oh, that was so cringy.
Oh, it was terrible.
I watched it on mute. I needed something to watch. I'm like, whatever. But as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh god, no, I can't. So
it's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
What was terrible?
Crunchyroll does anime awards yearly on February, and this was the 4th edition, the 2020 Anime Awards.
Yeah, wasn't that good?
Wasn't
that good? Well, you got a teaser trailer for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime season 2.
Yeah, they debuted like 4 new isekai shows, which I'm gonna watch because I watch everything. But
where do you find the time to do all this stuff?
He doesn't sleep.
I don't sleep. That's my secret.
That must be it.
Yeah, I got books over here that I need to read and video games that need to be playing. So,
my video game backlog is unbelievable.
I got the Darksiders game.
Yes, you did.
Man, I want to get it so bad. It's not even a full price game. It's only $40. It's like $30 right now.
I think it's like 30. I think it was like 35, something like that after tax or whatever. So, He-Man voice acting. We could do this real quick. Mark Hamill as Skeletor.
Great,
nice.
Lena Headey is Evil Lynn.
Who Lena Headey is?
Yeah,
from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I love that name, Evil Lynn. It's like whoever created that name probably was dating someone named Lynn and was a total bitch and wanted to call it Bitch Lynn, but they couldn't, so they called it Evil Lynn.
Did he buy a rat and feed it to a snake? Like,
might have been.
Name it after
her. Chris Wood is Prince Adam He-Man. Sarah Michelle Gellar as Tila. Leah Cunningham as Man at Arms. Stephen Root as Cringer, who is the dog or the tiger, the green tiger. Diedrich Bader is King Raindor and Trapjaw.
Nice.
We got Griffin Newman as Orko. Tiffany Smith as Andrea. The great Henry Rollins is Triclops.
Henry Rollins is in it?
Yeah, Henry Rollins is in it. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I don't know who some of these people are. Alicia Silverstone as Queen Marlena.
Wow.
Justin Long is Roboto.
Justin Long. Wow.
Jason Mewes is Stinkor.
What's his name? Stinkor?
Yeah, he's a skunk. Kevin Conroy as Merman. Kevin Michael Richardson as Beastman.
Nice.
So
this is a big cast.
Yeah. No Snarf?
No, Snarf is Thundercats.
Thundercats,
yeah. Oh, geez, yeah.
Oracle is.
How can you make that mistake, Lou? Thundercat.
I mean, it did the same shit to me as a kid.
I agree. Yeah.
Griffin
when I was a
Newman.
kid, everything was the same thing. So
yeah,
whatever.
It's like parents, who call everything Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The OmniBros code. I don't know if it applies to the Fangirlz pick of the month. I know what that pick is. I ended up ordering it.
What's the pick of the month?
I have to go back. Wait, let me go back to the screen that has my orders.
But yeah, I would say right now, so since we were talking about Bendis' Daredevil, Volume 2 is out of print, out of stock, but Volume 1 is available, but it's also out of stock at Diamond. So whatever IST has right now, probably the last couple copies they're going to get for a while. So if you want to join us in the Bendis Daredevil Omnibus readathon, now's your time. Use that discount code.
You did not just say Omnibus.
No, don't say it.
That's the pronunciation.
I don't care.
Crazy.
I do not care.
Marvel terminology for plural omnibus.
That's the
crazy. I refuse.
I like it more than omnibuy.
Yeah, me too.
I just say omnis. I sure say omnis.
I like it. I think it's like cactus. No, I'm sorry. It's like moose, where omnibus is omnibus for plural also.
I like Omnibus better.
Matthew, yes. Volume 2 is out of print and out of stock.
Yeah.
That thing got chewed up. We talked about it on the Monday show where Omar and I not predicted, but we felt that might happen because they were going to print less of a Volume 2. But I do like the idea that Volume 1 is still in print when Volume 2 came out. And it's probably something we can talk about later. But I think with these multiple volume reprints, it's a good idea to do them back to back like they did with Bendis. The Bendis Daredevil. The first Bendis Daredevil reprint came out like, what, a month ago? A little more than a month ago. And then Volume 2 came out, and that's good because you can't buy Volume 2 if you can't buy Volume 1. So if you keep it, together like this, and you get a chance of having somebody buy both volumes. So
the Fangirlz pick of the month is actually coming out Tuesday.
Ooh.
It's 50% off, and it's Berserker Unbound by Jeff Lemire. I can't wait for this. An ancient medieval warrior gets stuck through a wormhole and is transplanted into modern times. And he has an evil wizard pursuing him, and he has to protect all the people around him as the evil wizard pursues him through time, which doesn't sound like the most original story, but it's by Jeff Lemire, and I bet he throws a bunch of cool things in there. I'm really excited for Berserker Unbound, the Fangirlz pick of the month at 50% off.
And Mike Deodato's on the art for that too, which is awesome.
Even better.
Cool.
Well, is that about it?
Yeah.
Yes.
For an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, my computer's getting ready to die. So, Geek and Weekdom, where can we find you?
You can find my channel, A Week in Geekdom, talking about anime, comics, manga, and other goodies. Subscribe if you can. A Week in Geekdom.
And Lou, before you start your movie channel, your movie chart channel, where can they find you?
Comics Guide 101 on YouTube and Twitter.
Gabe, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me Instagram. Gabe loves 90s comics. Don't add me on Facebook. and all that kind of stuff. You can also find the link to the Bendis Daredevil Volume 1 in the chat. Use that extra discount. Get that free shipping. It's $58 right now, 42% off. Get an extra 3%. And let's do Daredevil together. That sounded dirtier than I meant it to.
Yeah.
We're having a Daredevil readathon, which is awesome.
Let's do the Daredevil.
Thank you and you find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube and on Instagram, Omnidogs_Vault. First, a shout out to all the super chatters. Thank you very much. That was generous of you.
Thank you.
Thank you to the chat. A lot of good questions and comments. Thank you to the viewers who are going to be viewing this after the fact. Of course, shout out to InStockTrades.com, our fabulous sponsor, who made the code available to us this weekend. GetOnTheLoveOmniBus.
Thank you.
That wasn't the first choice. The first choice was Omnidog is handsome, but Emily decided that was too long. Then came up with GetOnTheLoveOmnibus, which is even longer. But peace and love. Please give us a like and subscribe. We love all of you. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you. We had like over 90 people at one time, which is awesome.
Nice.
Wow. Wow. So thank you.
Join us tomorrow.
Join us tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern time, where we will Hall's previews and reads.
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
Hey, we're live. It's okay.